Pampered Chef friends. Fall is quickly approaching, and so is the new Pampered Chef line. In fact, it was just released, and I am so excited that I can hardly stand it. I've got to make something right now. One of their new items, the Mini Flute Pan. In addition, we went to Costco last week, and every time we go to Costco, we get bananas. And every time we get bananas, we don't eat them all. And you know what happens? They go bad. But these bananas are not bad. In fact, they are perfect for making banana bread. Or in this cake, mini fluted banana cakes. And I'm so excited to try this out, so let's get started. The tools that you will need, or that I am using at least. The new Mini Flute Pan. I'll go ahead and take it out of the wrapper. Go give it a wash. Much better. Nice and clean. Ready to be baked in. I'm so excited. They're just so cute. The small and the medium mixing bowls. The infamous mixing chop. Measuring spoon set, manual food processor, 2 of our scrapers, and of course our prep bowls, which I'm about to tell you our ingredients, and they're in the prep bowls. 2 cups of flour, 1/4 a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 a teaspoon of baking soda, 1/2 a cup of brown sugar, 1/4 a cup of white sugar, 6 tablespoons unsalted softened butter, 2 eggs, 1 teaspoon Mexican vanilla. I swear by Mexican vanilla. It's the only vanilla that I will use when I go to Mexico. I get it in bulk and then I refill my little tiny bottle. Roughly 1.5 ripened bananas, 3/4 cup semi-sweet chocolate chips, powdered sugar or confectioner sugar, and I have cinnamon in my flour and sugar shaker for dusting. Let's get started. The first thing that we gotta do is preheat our oven. And we'll go ahead and take care of these by greasing them. My handy dandy spritzer will help out with this. Here's a little tip on greasing muffin pans and just pans in general that have like different crevices like that. Use a basting brush. So while you don't have to grease the Mini Flute Pan, I just do because I'd rather be safe than sorry. I grease everything, but never ever 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 use nonstick spray on basically any Pampered Chef products. You can use the mini spritzer or anything similar because it uses regular oil without all of the chemicals. Next, I'm gonna mash these bananas, and I'm going to do it using the mix and chop. Add these and get to mixing, mashing. Check it out, perfectly mashed bananas. To our big bowl, add flour, 1/4 a teaspoon of salt, 3/4 a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/4 a teaspoon of baking soda. Give it a little mix, set aside. Now here's where we're gonna try something just a little bit different. I'm supposed to use a mixer to cream my butter and sugars together, but I don't want to get it out because it's hidden somewhere in my pantry because I don't use it enough. But I do use my manual food processor quite a bit, so let's give it a whirl. Into it goes the softened butter, both sugars. Give it a whirl. I'd say it did pretty well. We're going to add 1 of the eggs. Add the other egg. And a teaspoon of the vanilla. Did a good job. And add it to our banana bowl. So now we're gonna just mix all that together. Give a good mix, make sure everything's nice and incorporated. We're gonna pull our bowl that was waiting for us over here. Add it in. Give that a mix until it's nice and incorporated. We'll add the chocolate chips. Next, we're going to grab our greased mini flute pan, which again, you don't have to grease, I just do to be extra certain. Yay! And into the oven they go. Timer gets set for 15 minutes. But while we wait, we'll go ahead and make the glaze that's gonna go on top. I was thinking about making our glaze and I was gonna just make it in this bowl, but then I remembered that I have the measure mix and pour. So why not? Let's give it a try. So we got about a cup and a half of powdered sugar, confectioner sugar. We're gonna just pour it carefully. From there, we're gonna add a little bit of vanilla, a little splash. And then you can use water or milk. I happen to have milk today, doesn't always happen. So I'm just gonna pour a little bit into that, about a tablespoon or so. And since we're gonna be dusting this with cinnamon, just a dash. And on our top, whisk away. One thing I love about this is that you can spin it and plunge it. So it really mixes it well. That's good. So now it's time to check and see if they are done. Handy cake tester. Perfect. Don't they smell good? I've got my handy dandy Pampered Chef cooling rack that is stackable. We're just going to invert this pan. Woohoo! Check them out. Today, my parents are going to come over because they're actually in town, and ironically enough, I'm not a fan of banana bread, banana muffins, any of those things. I make it a lot, but I'm not a fan of them. And they'll be our taste testers. They're a little bit warm, which is perfect for the glaze, so I'm going to take my mini chef tongs, place them on my smaller entertaining platter. Time to glaze. Oh, it's so pretty! My flour and sugar shaker filled with cinnamon. We're gonna give it a little dusting. So there you have it. Banana chocolate chip mini buns with a cinnamon glaze on top. There's only one thing left to do. Parents! All right, my taste testers. Let's get you some glaze.
Boy, they look good.
If Lizzie made them, we know.
Stop it. Give it a whirl.
I'll give it 8 thumbs up.
Delicious.
Thanks for watching.
Get the little minis, they're good.